This is NEM 2015, and I'm going to be talking with Amory B. Schwartz. He's a director of the Q International. Welcome to Dubrovnik.
Thank you for having me.
I mean, the name of your company is so confusing because yesterday somebody told me it's QU because of the obvious U in the name.
It's spelled that way, but we think of it like a queue.
Oh yeah,
you know, like a playlist.
Yeah, it's a great name, and I'm so glad that you're wearing the T-shirt that says it's the Q. So
yeah, and we have curators who are hosts and you know, who are trying to find Q-worthy content. Yeah.
Someday you'll have someone who's going to find the cure for something.
Very
it goes
good.
like that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Good. So your panel, it's named Sports Rights. Is it worth it? I guess you're going to say yes.
Yeah, well, my background is in sports, and I started a TV channel back in 2002 called North American Sports Network, which was acquired by ESPN in 2007. And what we did there was aggregate, you know, the best American sports for an audience that was really interested in those sports. But and I've played around with some other bigger rights, and it's a very dangerous and scary game. But it has been proven that premium sports rights drive pay TV penetration. And Rupert Murdoch did that way back with Sky, and it's still working. At least to get pay TV boxes into subscribers' homes. The fastest way is with premium sports rights.
Is there a difference between the consumption of sports content in the US and in Europe? Or is it just different sports, but it's everything else is the same?
There are a lot of differences, some subtle, some not so subtle. Generally, America is a little bit ahead of the rest of the world in terms of technology, and because of the much bigger scale, things that would not necessarily work in smaller markets can work in a big market like America. So
because of the expenses, or audience don't?
It's scale. It's advertising. It's the revenue, right? Because if you want to invest in a property, you know, you need to expect that there'll be revenues coming back. And in a big country like America, where you have 100 million TV homes, you know, you can make certain things work pretty well. Whereas if you're in a much smaller market, you know, the premium rights are the only thing really worth having. But we consume sports a lot differently too. It's just as social as it here in Europe. We like a lot of our pregame programming. So on a big weekend where the American football is on, people will tune in at 11 o'clock in the morning, and now there's the NFL Network, so they're tuning in as early as 7 a.m.
Oh my God. And people are actually watching at 7 a.m. something that's going to happen a couple hours later.
And so we love the pregame and the postgame and all the hype, you know, leading up to the event. Yeah, so that's a big difference, I think.
Definitely. I mean, if you're talking about Croatia or Europe in general, football, but soccer, you would say, is the main attraction here, and people are watching football. But I don't think the hype is as big as it is in the States when it comes to American football.
Well, I've been active. Actually, I've bought football rights in America back when they were dirt cheap, and a lot of people never believed, you know, that soccer, even with the World Cup in America, that soccer would really ever catch on as a TV event, and it's still, it's gotten there, it's getting there, but it requires a lot of work from the broadcasters, so they're promoting it heavily. You'll see in the news that they're reporting some of the bigger matches. You'll see on the strap lines, you know, the scoreboards that are on channels. They're now promoting football, and that's because the rights are becoming it's more interesting. And there's a huge expat audience in America. We're all not, you know, all of us come from somewhere else.
Right.
I've got Hungarian blood, Russian blood, German blood.
Really?
But I'm totally American. I grew up in America, and you know, it doesn't take long. But you know, there's enough of a first generation, second generation people, and you know, you can't ignore the World Cup. The whole world is watching the World Cup.
The whole buzz is global.
And now, you know, we're doing our best in America to try to put teams together that can compete. And the more that the U.S. can compete in the World Cup, the more you'll see soccer do well. I mean, we went from very small rights fee last time to the latest cycle of rights was 230 million, I think, that 80 some million a year that NBC is paying. And the reason why they're paying that much money is because it would help them grow their subscriber base. And when you're getting, in America, the model is a cents per sub model. So if you're in a package of channels, you get paid 20, 30, 40, 80 cents a subscriber. In some cases, Disney, ESPN, it's been reported they take over $6 per subscriber per 100 million homes before advertising revenue. So everybody wants to get to where ESPN has gotten.
Right.
And the way to do that is by adding content that you think will add some homes. So if you can grow your base from 40 million to 50 million and you're getting 60 cents a subscriber, well, that 10 million is worth a lot of money. Right?
Amazing numbers that you were just saying. In Croatia, you have like 4 million people, 4 million potential viewers, not for 4 million people are gonna watching the TV. So talking about 50 to 60 million, it's just wow.
Yeah, I live in Ireland.
The stakes are high.
Yeah, I live in Ireland. There's about 5 million people.
Oh yeah.
It would be very, very difficult to launch a network, or even to try to come up with an Irish sports channel that would be able to have the scale, maybe the advertising revenue, the subscription revenue. It's just not there. So it is very difficult, and you do require a scale. And if you don't have the scale, then you better get the stuff that people really want.
Right.
Eurosport's done interesting things too, because they found a way to not get the really premium content, but still get content that people really like. But again, they're a pay TV channel, but really they're a basic channel, so they get paid by the operator. It's a little bit different. But
thank you very much.
Thank you.